So have you ever noticed that in all companies you have the business and then there's IT? Each speaks a language the other really doesn't understand, and they live in peaceful coexistence. Maybe there's not a real physical barrier between the two groups, but it sure feels that way. So the business is, of course, confronted with things that they don't really understand, and so they figure that if they don't know what it is, it's got to belong to IT. So they take whatever it is, roll it up into a ball, and toss it over this imaginary fence to IT. So now you have IT who has just found the ball that the business has just tossed over the fence and said, what is this supposed to be? But because the business tossed it over, they assume it belongs to their duties. So they include it in with their tasks. And then one day, the business notices something funny going on over on the other side of the fence. They hear IT having all kinds of fun. They are working together and they don't spend all their time in meetings anymore. They keep talking about getting something out the door. So the business is starting to get a little bit envious and calls over to IT. Hey, can you toss that stuff over the fence to us? And because they are IT, they made it part of a package. And they toss the package over the fence. So now the business takes a look at the package and they have no idea where to begin. So you've heard about Agile and you want to learn more, or maybe you have tried it out and it didn't really work. Maybe everyone at your company keeps saying Agile is great, but it's not scalable, or even worse. The message in your organization is that Agile doesn't fit into your corporate culture, and you'd like to get a second opinion. Another one we hear quite often is, if it's so great, how come the other departments don't accept it? Or the topper, how come it works for us in some countries and others are a complete disaster? Maybe it's not Agile, but the way it's actually being interpreted. So how come it works in IT then? Or let's be more specific, IT development. You know, coders are a unique group, sort of like the Dead Poets Society. They speak their own language. It's called coding. And this transcends cultures because it's a culture within itself. But the fact is that the rest of us do this too. We just don't realize it, that's all. Marketing speaks marketing, and sales speaks sales. And we know how well these two groups get along. Let's take this one step further. Do we really believe that every culture is ready for employee empowerment in a flat hierarchy? That's right. The impediment is culture, and the real question is who is impeding whom. This is where the first major mistake is made. Making value judgments is just plain wrong. We know there's a better way, and we'd love to show you how. Our course is made up of two components. The first part is the what is it part. And here we describe to you the basics of Agile, the structured learning by doing part, the team part, the empowerment part, and the getting something out the door part. The second part is the how do we make it happen part, where we spend time making Agile work for you instead of the other way around. We firmly believe that the power of diversity creates something much better than the individual parts. And we show you that it's possible to deploy Agile in reality, your reality. We believe this course is unique and we would love to show you why. So why don't you join us?